Third official draft complete. This is the beer league, and you can see my team right here. This is Bark at the Moon. So my additional tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. That's his third record, I think, from Ozzy. This one I want to show you. So this is a 10-team league, but it's with the quarterback. So I want to show you what happened here. This one's kind of interesting to me. So you'll see no quarterbacks in the first round. I had the second pick, so I took Bijan Robinson. Not until the third round I kicked off this quarterback run. So right here, third round, I took Josh Allen. And then you see Daniels goes number two, quarterback-wise, and then Joe Burrow. And then the big shock of it all is Dak Prescott. But team name is Cowboys, so probably some homer love right there. And then just keep on rolling down here. Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson doesn't go until the fourth round. I'm stunned that Lamar is... Yeah, I mean, he was the second ranked quarterback at everything that I have seen. And then when you look at the projected stats, him and Josh Allen are really neck and neck. So the fact that Patrick and Dak went before him is just stunning to me. I understand Burrow, I understand Hurts, Daniels. I think you can throw all the quarterbacks in there, but yeah, that was pretty wild. But hey, yeah, what if Dak goes off this season? Then Team Cowboys will be right. Let's take a look at my team here. So yeah, Bark at the Moon. Been in this league for a little bit. I want to say like 5 or 6 years. So my first pick, I took Bijan at the number 2 over pick. Came back around to me. I took Brian Thomas Jr. And then I was trying to figure out, do I go quarterback or going to wait? And because I haven't taken a quarterback super early in my other leagues, I got Josh Burrow, I want to say in round 4 or 5 of my other draft. I went Josh Allen in the third round. And then James Conner and Terry McLaurin were guys that I took to round out the starting lineup of 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, and then you have a flex. And so I took Mike Evans. He's in the flex right now, but I got a couple other options that should be good. And then ended up with Tyler Warren again as my starting tight end. I have 2 leagues now like that. I just waited too long on a tight end. There's so much depth in 10-team leagues. For wide receivers that I could have waited and taken an earlier guy, but there's so many positive projections for Warren, so I just have my fingers crossed those are going to work out. And then so my third running back was RJ Harvey. We'll see what happens with him and Dobbins in Denver, but I like that pick. I think that's good. Good alternative for my other guys. And there's some decent running backs out there. I might take a look at the players just so you can see who's left in this 10-team league. George Pickens, and this guy's going to start for a lot of fantasy squads. So I hope I don't get stuck in between, like, do I start Mike Evans? Do I start George Pickens from week to week? That's going to be a little brutal, and then I'll kick myself for the guy that goes off. But Pickens, if he should be great. CD on the other side, getting more of the coverage. And then Jameson Williams, Lions, really like this pick. Again, another guy hearing a lot of good stuff about breakout type season. I thought last year was a breakout, so if he does more, even better. And then you have Evan Ingram, my backup tight end. Depending on how Warren does, I like this Bronco offense, which you've heard from me. So I thought that was a good pick where I was able to snag him. And then I just rounded out the draft with Javonte Williams. He's somebody I was not going to target, but being in 4 leagues, I just figured, why don't I take a flyer on him? It sounds like he's the starter in Dallas, even though it's going to be by committee. And if he doesn't pan out, I think there's some other options of some guys that are going to get opportunities. And then Chris Olave, even though I don't love the quarterback situation, I figured he was way too good for me not to draft with my third to last pick, or second to last pick. And then, I mean, really, who cares about my defense and kicker? All right, real quick, let's just see who's available. So yeah, nobody drafted Joe Mixon. He has the injury history. If I had an IR spot in this league, I'd absolutely swoop him up. Raheed Shaheed, like that guy. Tank Bigsby, he might get the bulk of the carries. Then you have Judkins. He just signed with the Browns. I actually might pick him up over Williams just because I have the other rookie Simpson on my teams, and if Judkins physically, what he did in college, he seems like the better back. So why not? 4 leagues, spread it out. And then you have a couple rookies. Darnell Mooney, really like him. Josh Downs, he could be good over there with the Colts. So you'll see Rashard White. So a lot of good backups, I think. Tyree Spears, even though he's on IR. I was looking at Trey Benson just for that handcuff to James Conner. So he's out there. I just need to be, if Conner gets injured, I just need to be quick pulling that trigger to get him. And then down here, Braylon Allen. I don't know. There's reports that he might take over for Brees Hall or get more of, if they did like a 50-50 split, maybe it end up being more like a 60-40 or 70-30 if Hall's not performing like they expect him to. And then I like these two receivers too. In other leagues, they're some of my last two picks, Marvin Mims and Cedric Tillman. So you can see in 10-team leagues, not a huge roster. There's a lot of alternatives out there. So you just got to man that waiver wire. And because there's so much depth in there, that's why I didn't take a backup quarterback. But yeah, and then I ended up getting a B for this grade. So you'll see it just puts me in the middle of the pack from ESPN. Some right here, they have me as the 6th ranked team. We'll see how it goes. And then the team that took Prescott, the 9th ranked team. And then this is the team that had the first overall pick, who took Saquon Barkley. It went Saquon, I took Bijan, and then Christian McCaffrey went. So it was surprising to see Jamar Chase drop to number 4. But that is a Cincinnati Bengal household, so I think that one worked out for them. But yeah, I'm hopeful, and I think things are going to go pretty good for this team. Got one more draft tonight, and so I'll do a review on that team. But yeah, all right, y'all. Good luck drafting. It's coming close. Starting seasons is Thursday, so get that in there, get your lineup set, and let's have a good time.